Agnes was 78 years old and lived alone in a quiet neighborhood. Her days were simple. She watered her flowers, fed the birds, and watched television reruns in the evenings. She missed her husband, who had passed several years before, and though her children visited when they could, the house often felt too still. Her granddaughter Sophie worried that loneliness was weighing heavily on her and decided to bring over a laptop one weekend. She said, "Grandma, let me show you something fun. It is called Twitch." Agnes wrinkled her forehead. Twitch sounded like something her cat might do when annoyed. Sophie explained that it was a place where people shared videos of themselves playing games or chatting with viewers. Agnes laughed lightly and said, "Oh, darling, who would ever want to see an old woman like me on there?" Sophie smiled and replied, "You would be surprised. People love kindness. They would adore you." To humor her granddaughter, Agnes let her set up a simple account. Sophie helped her type in a username, Kozanana, and connected the webcam. For fun, Sophie showed her how to press the button that said, "Go live." Agnes giggled at her own image on the screen and waved to no one, saying, "Well, hello world." Then Sophie left, promising to return soon. Later that week, feeling restless, Agnes sat at the computer and thought about the silly purple button Curiosity won, and she pressed it. The webcam light blinked on. She leaned forward nervously. "Is this working? Am I talking to anyone?" she asked the empty room. To her astonishment, someone typed in the chat, "Yes, we hear you, Grandma." Agnes gasped and laughed. "Oh my goodness, this is real, is it not?" At first, there were only a handful of viewers. She did not know what to do, so she began telling stories about her garden, about the roses that bloomed late this year, and about the robin that always visited her porch. She spoke softly, as if she were speaking to neighbors. Over tea, viewers stayed and listened. They told her how soothing her voice was and how warm her smile felt, like a comfort they had been missing. Someone said, "Grandma, please stream again tomorrow." The following day, twice as many people showed up. By the end of the week, hundreds gathered to watch Cozy Nana. Agnes realized she was not just talking into an empty screen. She was creating a space where strangers felt safe. She shared recipes from her handwritten cookbook. She read chapters from her favorite novels aloud. She even tried simple puzzle games, laughing at her mistakes and clapping when she solved something. Her audience cheered for her every small victory. Clips of her gentle words spread across social media. Soon headlines appeared saying, "Grandmother of the Internet wins hearts and streaming." Grandma brings comfort to thousands. Agnes never imagined she could become known around the world. Her quiet house no longer felt empty. Every evening, her screen filled with greetings. "Hello, Nana. How are the roses today? Did you make tea?" Her loneliness began to fade, replaced by a sense of purpose she thought she had lost. Donations began pouring in. At first, Agnes protested, saying, "Please save your money. I only wanted company." But viewers explained that they wanted to support her. Eventually, she agreed and used the donations to plant community gardens and buy books for the local library. She told her viewers, "Your kindness helps me share kindness with others." That became her motto, and people loved her all the more for it. Months passed, and Agnes became a regular presence online. She celebrated birthdays of her viewers. She comforted those who confessed they were struggling. She reminded them to drink water, to rest, and to believe in themselves. She was no longer just a grandmother in a quiet neighborhood. She had become a grandmother to thousands across the world. One night as she was ending her stream, Agnes looked into the camera with tears in her eyes. She said, "You have given me a gift. I never expected. I thought my best days were behind me. But you showed me that I can still bring light into this world. Thank you, my dear grandchildren of the Internet." Her chat filled with endless hearts and messages. "We love you, Nana. Thank you for everything." And for the first time in years, Agnes did not feel alone. She felt alive, connected, and full of joy.